In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve had everything. Food on every tree, no shame, no fear, and one rule. One tree they were told not to eat from. The serpent had noticed, and it knew well enough to start with a question. Did God really say, "You shall not eat from any tree in the garden"? Not from the tree in the center, any tree. The question was wrong on purpose. Broad enough to make Eve correct it, which meant she had to say the rule out loud, had to hear herself say it, had to engage. He literally slid in her DM. He's got some tight game. She answered, "We may eat from the trees of the garden, but the tree in the center, God said, do not eat from it and do not touch it, or you will die." She added something. God hadn't said anything about touching it, a small detail, but it mattered, because now the rule in Eve's telling was stricter than the rule God had actually given. The serpent pressed in. "You will not die. God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the tree. She had looked at it before, but now she was looking at it differently. It was good for food, it was pleasant to the eyes, and it was desirable. The serpent had said it would make her wise. She took the fruit. She ate it. She gave some to Adam, who was there with her, and he ate, and their eyes were opened. They knew they were naked. They grabbed fig leaves and sewed coverings for themselves. The world they had woken up in that morning was gone. Then they heard it, the sound of God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid. God called out, "Where are you?" The first question God asks a human being in Scripture, and Adam answered from behind the trees, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, so I hid." God said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam said, "The woman you gave me, she gave me the fruit and I ate." God turned to Eve. Eve said, "The serpent deceived me and I ate." Nobody took responsibility. The first act of disobedience was followed immediately by the first act of blame. God had heard enough. He's ready to cast his judgment. We'll find out what he said next in the next episode. This is episode 5 of 230, the complete story of existence chronologically, before Genesis through Revelation. All sources in the description. If this is your kind of story, follow, share, and subscribe. 225 episodes left.